No.
Hey, what's up guys, this is TJ over here at Clifford Studio coming at you again with another quick video this week. Now, I want to mention real quick, sorry I wasn't able to post anything last week. Things have gotten pretty busy around here lately, but I did want to make sure I could deliver this week as not to leave too much of a gap between my videos. However, I will say I have been able to have some pretty awesome conversations with you guys down in the comments the last few weeks, so for those of you that have been talking with me, thank you, it's really been a blast. Now currently, for those of you guys that have been wondering what I've been up to, I've been working on a few different pieces at the same time, and this piece that you're looking at right here is a piece that I did about a year ago this time. It was April of 2017, and it's funny to think about this, but looking back at this piece, you could really tell I was in that grayscale style, and honestly, it's just funny to see how within a year my style has changed already. So in this piece, you can obviously see that I started out drawing throwing knives, and the reason I went with this design was because I was looking for a fairly simplistic silhouette to start working from. And the reason for this is because this is really when I started using silhouettes as my starting base instead of jumping straight into line work. And I've talked about this in other videos, but the reason for this is just because of how easy it is to build off of and how nice it is when it comes to getting your proportions right. And honestly, the nice part about this is how easy it is to modify this. I mean, honestly, it's kind of just like sculpting like a 3D modeler would do, but of course you're working in 2D. Now in this piece, I really wasn't trying to go for anything extremely in particular here. However, I will say I was trying to have fun with this and push the boundaries of what I've seen from normal throwing knives in different games and movies, and I really enjoyed playing with all of the negative space and making sure there were unique cutouts in each of the weapon designs. However, I did want to keep this somewhat functional, but at the same time I was going for somewhat of a stylized approach as well. Now, some of the design elements that I was able to implement in these I really enjoyed. Like in the first one, I really love how you have those wide open cutouts that really make the blade lighter while still keeping its form all together and kind of bringing in some visual interest into the piece itself while still keeping it simplistic. Now, when looking at the second one, I really tried to go for something more edgy and geometrical, as you can see, and the idea behind this one was that if you were to use this in-game or in a movie, the purpose of the weapon would be that when you were to throw this one, it would do more damage when pulling it out, which you see in a lot of different blade concepts, whether it be swords, spears, or what have you, and I really thought this would be a cool looking design for functionality-wise. Now with the third one, I definitely tried to go more of an organic approach, and I drew inspiration from the game Destiny on how the hive are designed, and that's where you start to see the thorns and even the spikes at the back part of the blade, as well as interweaving throughout the middle section. Now between the fourth and fifth one, on the fifth one, I really tried to go with something more bland and easy to produce. This would be something that could be mass produced, something that's not too complicated yet still visually interesting, that would be easy for a modeler to create, that would still get the point across. Say if it was just a small element that you needed to strap onto someone's waist that really wasn't the main weapon that they were using. But with the idea of the fourth one, the giant ring in the middle, I really wanted to be able to do something with that, and I feel like with that you'd get really interesting ways of how to throw the throwing knife, from the aspect of being able to spin it around your fingers and how you can do cool tricks with it to really amplify how the character can move when actually using this sort of throwing knife. And altogether though, I did really like these. However, there definitely are some flaws, and I really did want to jump into this because I think it's important to be able to look at your work objectively and see what mistakes were made, how you can fix them, and really it helps make you a better artist, and also it helps you with self-reflection and being able to take critiques from artists. I know there's a lot of people out there that aren't necessarily the best with taking critiques, and when I was younger this was a real issue with me, but I got over this and it's really helped, because most of the time when someone's giving you art direction, they're trying to help you, they're not trying to bring you down. Of course there are always those sour apples that are going to try and bring you down just for the sake of bringing you down, but really I think self-reflection is good, and critiquing your own work to seeing the flaws in it and how you can make it better is extremely important. Now in looking at these and figuring out what I could have done better, I definitely look at something like how generalized these are. I think I didn't spend enough time rendering these out, and I think I could have spent a lot more time with my attention to detail, especially because I originally wanted this to be a portfolio piece. Now that's not to say I won't revisit this piece and try it over again, because since it's been a year, I can definitely tell you I could do much better work than this. And if you look at my work that I've been posting on YouTube and other social media such as Instagram, you'll definitely see that. But another area that I wish I spent more time on and did more experimenting with was definitely the handles of these. I definitely spent a lot of time on the blades themselves, and I think by not spending as much time on the handles, I definitely weakened the overall aesthetic of this piece. Although I will say something I did really like about the handles, and this is in piece 3 and 4, as you can see I actually did a little bit of iterating with the bottom handles where they would hang either on a string or a belt loop where you could spin them on your finger before you throw them. I definitely liked how I designed the outer ring bracket of that. I just wish I spent more time on the other 3 and then kind of made more unique ones to go along with that would correlate with the top blade part and kind of unify the piece as a whole. Anyways though, let me know which one you guys like the most down in the comments and what weapons or props you'd love to see designed in the future. Go ahead and give me some ideas from your favorite games or movies, really letting me know what kind of art style you guys are into. Anyways guys, if you guys enjoyed this, please go ahead and leave a like, and consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like this, and make sure to click the bell notification to stay up to date with me when I post new videos. And if you want to follow me live on my other social media channels, I've linked them down in the description below, as well as at the end of this video. And as always guys, this has been TJ from Clifford Studio. Take care.